Hi. In today's conversation, I'd like to share a few words about an important principle that I discovered when I had just begun my career in medical writing. It's really the principle of recognizing a newfound strength and spending time to further build that newfound strength and internalizing it and making it a part of your work ethic. The principle is quite simple. It's really the strength which gets you in the door could be different from the strength that helps you climb the ladder of success in your career. We often make the assumption that the skill set and the strengths that we have when we get hired into our very first roles is exactly the same as the strength which will help us move up. But in reality, it could be a slightly different skill set, more often than not a very different skill set, which helps us move up. To illustrate this as an example, I began my career with a strong focus in medical writing. And after I had been writing for about 3 years or so, I discovered something important about how my skill set had evolved. I discovered that I was getting better and better at making a process more efficient, at verbalizing my thoughts and articulating my ideas to people across the desk, and in getting people to work together as a team. So having realized that, I didn't continue to brand myself as an exceptional writer. I instead began spending time learning how to strengthen this newfound interest in articulating thoughts and managing a project as opposed to doing just the writing. And that helped me move up in my career. 2 more years passed, and I realized that at the end of those 2 years, I had developed the ability to speak with junior writers and to advise them in their careers and to take responsibility, to help them take responsibility for the work that they had done and to guide them in a way which would help them become more effective, more efficient, and better writers. So I began focusing on that newfound skill. When I began focusing on it, I found a way to strengthen that newfound skill, and that process helped me move up yet again, another step in my career. So to restate the simple principle, it's that the skill that gets you in the door is most likely very different from the skills that help you move up in your career. The points that I'd like to leave you with today are: think carefully about how you describe your work and how you're branding yourself with each career transition. Spend a few minutes every few months or perhaps once a year in your career to think about what skills you have and what skills you've developed most recently, and how those skills need further work in order to help you progress your career. And keep in mind that your skill set needs to be fluid and dynamic, and you're constantly learning new things. And don't give yourself a strong identity based on the initial skill set that you had when you began your career. Recognize that your identity can evolve and change based on the skills that you have, and lean into your strengths and redefine yourself and reinvent yourself every few years or so in order to help you move up. So think about that, and all the best.